It's time to start the show.
I have built a radio telescope, which is my background. It consists of a dish, equipment.
Happening, guys? How's everyone doing out there? We are having a great old time. We are live for it's got to be 420 somewhere, guys. That's right. Welcome to the show. Hey, if it's your first time calling, if it's first time watching, make sure you hit that like, subscribe, and share button, and hey, leave us a comment. Let us know what you think of this great podcast we're doing from my car. That's right, guys. It's Paranormal Tuesday, and the reason I'm in my car once again is I'm trying to get, we got it all laid out. I'm on the road, guys, and I actually went to the place where this UFO supposedly okay, so it's Paranormal Tuesday. Welcome, everybody. On this episode of Paranormal Tuesday, we're going to be looking into the UFO crash of 2008, I believe, in Needles, California. People from Bullhead, people from Laughlin, people from Kingman all saw this thing go down towards the Colorado River. And then all of a sudden, 8 Apache black helicopters come out of nowhere, and black SUVs, and they quarantine the place off, and then they're gone just like that. And it's all about now nothing happened. It was a weather experiment, something like that. But we are going to get down and dirty, guys. That's right, on this true crime, or no, Paranormal Tuesday. We're going to get down and dirty, guys, and we're going to discover what happened. I got some great footage. Like I said, I'm out and about. I actually went to the place. I'm going to be putting together a follow-up video of where it crashed, see if we could find anything. Just a great time, guys. We're just having fun. We're going to do a little doop. You guys know what I mean? We're going to go scavenger hunting, kind of. We're going to see what we can find from the aliens. Woo! All right, guys. So, with that being said, we got the top 5 at 420, guys. But what I need you to do, I need to blow up those comments for me, guys. We're going to be doing a random giveaway. I'm going to pick one comment out of today, so make sure you're blowing them up. You can comment as much as you like, whatever you like. Hey, Brian, shut the F up. Hey, that counts as a win. I'm sure there's a lot of people out there that would pay you to say that to me, but you have the chance right now. All right, guys. So the top 5 at 420, I had to go theme park again, guys. Always cracks me up. You guys know I'm a big big traveler, love to hit up theme parks, roadside attractions. I found like in my 30s and into my 40s, I just love that kind of stuff. I don't know. It's America. You know, it gives you a sense of what America is, what America was, what it's becoming. When you hit those open roads like that and you just see these cool attractions and these cool amusement spots, and it makes you appreciate what we have now. So with that being said, guys, we got the top 5 at 420, and guess what? Theme park. We have some water ones in there. Pretty good. So get ready to laugh. Load up that bowl, load up that dab pipe, whatever you guys got. Let me know in the comments who's eating some flaming hot Cheetos. Who's out there, guys? Let me know. Blow up those comments, guys. All right, we're going to get in the top 5 at 420 right now. What? All right, here we go, guys. Top 5 at 420. These are good too, guys. Get ready to laugh. All right. Number 5. Oh, these are my favorite. I love these. How's she? Oh! Right when I said she was doing good. Boom! Oh, you see? Oh my God. Oh, that was bad. All right, guys. Oh, this is good too. Watch this guy. Boom! Right on his neck into the water. Let's watch that one again. And boom! There goes his. Oh, there goes his vertebrae right there, guys. All right, number 3. Nothing better than a mom and a daughter on a roller coaster. Oh man. All right, number 2, guys. Here we go. Oh, this is good. Wait till you see this. And pop. We should call this the broken neck. I love his walk when he gets up. Watch. Boom. Oh, he does like this shimmy walk when he gets up. Like, hey, kids, I'm okay. All right, number 1, guys. Here we go. Oh. You know I love me some slingshot videos. Oh. She's done. Look, she passed out. How do you pass out on these rides? Look, she's still out. How do you? She's out like a light. And I love it when they wake back up. Watch. And this is legit. Like, she had, oh my God. All right, here's a bonus round for you guys. Here we go. I had to end it with this one. And maybe. Where's it at? Oh, here we go. See? Nice little run there. Nothing to worry about. Whoops. Oh, man, that's great. Oh, I love that. All right, guys, so that was your top 5 at 420. Oh, man. Who's having a great Tuesday out there? That's right, terrific Tuesday, guys. Oh, man, on this Paranormal Tuesday, but it's also terrific Tuesday. What's everyone up to today? Who's getting off of work right now? Who's going to work right now? Oh, man, that swing shift, that's a rough one. We got about a minute for 420, guys. If you're getting ready to go to work, take advantage of this 420 right now, guys. Oh, that swing shift. I used to work in a bakery when I was younger, and it was I switched. I worked 5 to 1 for a while, 5 a.m. to 1, but then we would work 3 to 11 or whatever the swing shift was, and I made donuts. That's all day long making donuts, guys. And that swing shift, man, you get no time to do anything. That swing shift's crazy. Well, actually, day shift you can say the same thing about. Just work in general. No time to do anything, damn work. That's right, guys. All right, we got about 30 seconds. Who's let me know what you guys, who's got that European cheese at S? Oh, what's up, Teresa Deller, the Teresa, is everyone out there? Oh man. Oh, Anthony, what's up, buddy? I got your Harry Potter. I'm giving it to Teresa tonight. Just so, that sounded weird. I got your Harry Potter, and I'm going to give it to Teresa tonight. No, I got your Harry Potter prize, and it's going right over there. All right, guys, we got 3 seconds. Who's ready for 420? What? It's 420. Hey, what's happening, guys? Woo! I was froze for a second. How was that 420? You guys caught me off tripping for a minute, just off woo, crazy eyes. No, you guys got me in a stone moment there for a moment. Woo! You know it's good when you get the bong sweats without the bong. Oh, that's right, guys. You know what? Maybe I'll raise my seat up. That will fix that problem. Look at that. All right. All right, guys. Whoop, messing with my hat. All right, I was smoking on some of that grape ape that I got from H Street, guys. And woo, the price is right and it's good stuff. It burns a little fast, I'll be honest, but there we go. It burns a little fast, but man, I'm liking it. And I throw my little wax on there. I've been using discount dabs lately because I'm balling on a budget, guys. You guys know how that is. But hey, man, it does the work. It does what it's supposed to do, and I'm awful happy with it. All right, guys, we are going to get into this Paranormal Tuesday. Woo, woo. That's right. And we are going to look in back in, I want to say 2008. I could be wrong on that date, but I want to say 2008. There was a sightings of a UFO that supposedly crashed. Some identified flying object had crashed near Needles, California, near the Colorado River. A lot of people saw this, including LAX police chief Frank Costigan, which sounds like a bad guy from a mafia movie. Wasn't that the name of the bad guy, Frank Costigan, in Goodfellas? Martin Scorsese. It wasn't Goodfellas. It was the Irish one with Jack Nicholson. The Departed. Wasn't that the name of the bad guy? Well, anyway, Frank Costigan, former LAX police chief, had stated that he saw it. A lot of people from Bullhead, a lot of people from Needles, Mojave Valley, all the way up to Kingman. And then all of a sudden, all these helicopters just kind of come up. And you know, no one could get answers. They're still denying that it even happened. But we're going to dive into this, guys. We have footage. We got all sorts of stuff. I'm pulling this from a Las Vegas news channel that does a lot of paranormal stuff. This guy who heads up the show is the one who kind of spilled the beans on Area 51 and that kind of stuff. So we're going to get into this right now, guys. This is... we got a few of these to go, but all right, so this is the first one of many. This is the first one of 6 little clips, and they're gonna go into it and kind of discuss what's going on. There's 2 parts, so we'll get into it. All right, here we go, guys.
Strange unmarked vehicles with blacked out windows, a forest of antennas. They've all been...
And why are they driving through Las Vegas so often? The I-team went looking for the alleged...
Well, as you both know, we started hearing about these weird convoys a couple of months ago in connection with the story of an alleged UFO crash on the Colorado River. Sure enough, the stories about unusual trucks and agents inside turned out to be true. What we stumbled on has nothing to do with UFOs,
all right,
but those
guys.
Vehicles are definitely carrying out a secret and important mission.
Just tested my audio. Sorry,
In
guys.
the Nevada desert, a strange convoy of
all right, here we go. So yeah, so there's all these vehicles that were going around.
Obscurity. They're There are no signs.
These government
or
vehicles,
to
check
suggest
this out.
who these guys are, but the telltale license plate says federal government. At a way station near Laughlin, the convoy pulled over to evaluate who we were.
So they actually pull
we
them
waited
over, too.
As we did, more of the mystery trucks zipped past. Since May, when an unknown object crashed near the Colorado River south of Needles, residents have reported.
And remember, this is
seeing
the first
so-called
part, guys.
Men
We got
in
a lot
Black
more to
in
dive
unmarked
into.
vehicles.
This is
One of
just
the four-wheel
the
drive,
first part of this
trucks
investigation.
with the shell on the back that had like the bumps, radar.
Oh,
guns,
I know
things like that.
Paul.
They've been seen in the
Oh,
area
shoot,
over
I'm gonna
the
have to
past
get
several
Paul
months,
on the
and
show.
Sometimes in
I didn't realize
in
he.
any of
Oh
them,
man, I know
one or
Paul
two.
personally.
Eyewitnesses say the men in the trucks had a military bearing, close-cropped hair, but wore civilian clothes. Ex-cop Frank Costigan says he chatted with one outside a grocery store.
And he's wearing a uniform shirt.
Yeah, this is Frank Costigan,
Nevada
not
test
from The
site.
Departed.
Where exactly is it? Never did it dawn on me that was Area 51. He says, Area 51.
Back at our roadside encounter, the situation grew more tense when one of the trucks pulled up beside us. A man got out, told us to produce some ID, so we asked him to first show us his.
I'm a federal agent of the United States.
The badge
He's
was
a
from
federal
the
agent.
NNSA, the National
Well, I'm a
Nuclear
former police
Security
chief, so it
Administration,
doesn't
the
matter.
branch of the Department of Energy responsible for nuclear weapons. NNSA is a constant presence in Nevada, particularly at the test site, but it has a little-known elite component which doesn't interact with media.
All right, guys. So that's basically like, so they've, you know, after this happened, all these vehicles, all these federal agents started showing up, real crazy stuff. Kind of typical of that kind of like a Roswell type of thing. I didn't know Paul had actually worked at the radio station. I have a buddy, Paul Fix, who was in the beginning of that. I am going to reach out to him right after this and see if he'll come on the show next week. And we can, maybe we'll do a two-parter on this one. But yeah, that's actually really cool that we got an inside guy, guys. So we're gonna get in that. All right, so here's the next part.
What we stumbled upon was OST, Office of Secure Transportation, the special unit created to transport nuclear weapons and weapons-grade material. Since its creation in 1975,
you know, it's
its
crazy is
convoys
all
have
these
logged more than
roads,
110
like, you know,
million
around our
miles
area, you get so
without
much
any
traffic.
serious
Like, how would
incidents,
you even
carrying
know?
the world's deadliest
Like
cargo
these federal
right through
trucks and
cities
all
like
that.
Las Vegas, and only a handful of people are in the know.
We're not trying to hide anything for anyone, but we're not also trying to, be too overt.
Operations Manager Mike Flynn says OST walks a fine line between openness and secrecy. Its existence is not a secret, but its work is classified by necessity.
They're getting down to the
Earlier
nitty-gritty
this
on
year,
this, aren't
OST
they?
moved into Area 12 of the Nevada test site for specialized training. The I-Team
Liquid
is the first
nitrogen-
TV news
nitrogen.
crew to get a glimpse into that world. Over the years,
So how are you guys feeling
OST's
about this
fleet
so
of
far,
specially
about like these
modified
federal
rigs has created an
agents
aura
coming
of mystery,
around and doing like
especially
how do you
among
guys feel
long-haul
about that?
truckers.
Do you
They
think
think
they would
we're
be
doing all
around
kinds
if
of
there wasn't some kind of UFO?
Hauling
Or do you think
aliens
we're just
to,
overanalyzing it?
hauling,
Let me know, guys.
Vast shipments of whatever it is that needs to be placed by the government somewhere.
For the records, no aliens, though, right?
No aliens. Haven't transported an alien.
The 1,200 employees of OST do a few things very well. They drive, they shoot, and they train. Agents are mostly ex-military.
So these guys
Special
train for
forces,
this, huh?
combat hardened.
The
They must pass
NNSA.
rigorous background checks, psychological tests, and a grueling 21-week academy. And then they train 800 hours every year.
I'm just going to go ahead and
in
like
particular
from
on
these
weapons
clips of
and
training,
tactics,
these guys
preparing
aren't the
for
elite of
anything they
the
might
elite.
encounter
I'm
on the
just
road.
saying,
Everything from
guys, I'm
drunk
sure
drivers to
they're
hijackers
forced to be
to
reckoned
terrorists.
with, but
They're well
those training
capable, and
videos,
there's
they don't
significant
seem to be
numbers
the
them
elite of the
on each
elite.
shipment. We trained to that level so that we could use deadly force as necessary to protect those weapons.
OST won't say what kind of firepower each convoy carries, but it is considerable. There are
A lot of
high-tech
money in those
surprises
rigs right
inside
there.
the vehicles as well, and the best communication systems in the world.
All right, so what are you guys thinking right now up to this point? Like, this is kind of getting, we got a lot more about the actual investigation and the actual crash here coming up in the next couple clips, just so you guys know this is all building up to something pretty amazing too, and it's something that we really need to get into on this show. This local paranormal stuff is really cool. All right, guys, so here's the next clip. Then where are we at?
The head of this low-key agency hopes the bad guys get one message.
Our best security posture is providing a target that potential adversary is going to look at and go, that's too hard. These guys and gals are too good.
You know what it reminds me of is how many Knight Rider fans are out there who remembers the Knight Rider trailer and then the bad Knight Rider trailer.
OST won't say much about the capabilities of their vehicles, but we've learned these machines are so sophisticated, in the unlikely event that the agents are somehow taken out, the trucks can defend themselves and will kill anyone who tries to hijack their cargo. Tomorrow at 11, we'll tell you about the trucks and the tactics, plus the cold, hard facts about nuclear weapons here in Las Vegas, which explains one reason the OST teams are here so often.
So just a coincidence they were in the neighborhood at the time of the crash.
It's sort of like that. It is sort of coincidental. I mean, they were definitely around, but it is coincidental in my opinion. That transportation corridor is one that they use a lot, and I suspect some of the residents down there in Needles saw the trucks, jumped to a conclusion. You know, these guys don't hang around, though. When they're carrying something, they stay on the move, and based on what some eyewitnesses told us, it sounds like someone else.
What are you guys thinking about this so far?
Like them,
let me know in the comments.
But it was someone else. Not
definitely
them.
interesting topic.
This convoy
definitely
that we encountered had been carrying a nuke.
And it gets a lot better. This is just part one. We're going to get into part two right now, guys.
Very impressive operation, and we have a lot more of an inside look tomorrow night.
Wow, that's really interesting. Thanks,
Glad
George.
you lived through the encounter.
With your shorts on.
I look good.
I'm telling you. Thanks, George.
All right, so there that was. What the heck did I do? Got me an extra logo going there. So yeah, so all these trucks, all these federal officials that are trained and stuff all over this. So they didn't get too much into the actual crash in Needles, which we're going to get into right now. So don't fret, guys. That was just the buildup. So that all the men in black, all that kind of stuff, that did happen. So we're going to get into the actual crash and investigation right now, guys.
The FAA and other public agencies say they have no idea what plummeted from the sky and plowed into the ground near the Colorado River.
It happened in May, and a number of eyewitnesses saw it. They also saw the flotilla of helicopters that arrived shortly afterward to retrieve whatever it was.
The I-Team's George Knapp has kind of been looking into this mystery on the river. Now here with the latest, George.
Well, I think we can rightfully call this a UFO
crash. This should be good.
This
I've watched when I was editing. I watched some of this. This is really
good. When we first reported on it back in July.
Definitely look up George Knapp, guys. He does a lot of paranormal stuff. Like I said, he's the one who broke the Area 51 story, and the gentleman that worked out there. What's his name? Lazar. The guy who worked out there, Paul Lazar, I believe his name was.
According to eyewitnesses, the mystery object blazed out of the sky in the early morning hours of May 14th. In Bullhead City, former LAX police chief Frank Costigan noticed the turquoise light overhead.
It kind of got bright, so naturally I looked up. And
there's old Frank Costigan.
Heading in that direction, and went up like this speed. Down behind the hill right there.
And you know, these are people with like actual background, law
Elsewhere in Bullhead City, Brad Allen's son saw it in his telescope.
And it was weird to him because it was going fast and it seemed to slow down and then picked up speed again. And it was really bright.
Looked like it was darn near coming right at me.
This fisherman was on a slow drift down the Colorado River.
This is the guy everyone was looking for. This is like the main witness.
Plunged out of the sky.
It didn't look like a meteor. I've seen meteors before. It looked like a plane crashing.
The witness, who prefers to be known as Bob on the river, says the object slammed
you don't
into
see
the
a lot of
riverbank
boats at
50
night
or
either,
more yards west of his houseboat.
It hit and it thumped. It didn't crash. It didn't explode. It went
Bob on the river.
Poof. A thump.
Let's see if we can get a contact with that guy. All right. So there you guys have kind of the witness testimony of it. You got Bob on the river. You got a former police chief. You got the guy with the Avi hat. I don't know who that, a son of somebody. But you got a lot of people that saw this thing. I don't think this thing is made up. You know, one thing, like I saw Bigfoot by the river. You know, one guy sees it, but when you got multiple people from multiple locations, you got Bullhead, Laughlin, people at the Avi, Kingman even. There's got to be a lot more to it than that. All right, guys, so we're getting into the second clip right now.
In this desolate stretch of the river, much of the surrounding land is sandy like a beach, so a thump on impact rings true. Because the river is lower than the bank, houseboat Bob could not see the crash itself, but he had no trouble eyeballing the military
that's when all the
that
helicopters
swooped
came
in just moments later.
I believe there were 4 of them. One kept its light on me, one kept its light on the front of my boat, two of the other ones were circling.
The smaller choppers were joined by a huge sky crane similar to this one, which somehow
Yeah,
attached
those are
itself to the
specialty
crashed
helicopters,
object
let's
that
be
hauled
honest.
it away in formation toward the north. Minutes later, in Bullhead City, Brad Allen
It didn't have
saw
far
the
to
aerial
go, too,
procession.
from
I
Nellis,
looked
huh?
through the binoculars, and below one of them was a green object. It wasn't glowing, it was just faint green.
There's so many possibilities of what it was, but
The story of the UFO crash and the mystery helicopters first emerged on KTOX
Hey,
radio
we know
in Needles
KTOX
after
radio.
Bob on the river called in, a decision he came to regret. When the story went national, Bob was nowhere to be found. In the months since, the I-Team filed records requests with
agencies
more than a dozen
contacted.
federal, state, and local agencies. Not one knows anything
Well,
about the incident.
contacting
although
the
2
San
federal
Bernardino
intelligence
County Sheriff
agencies
is
stated
like
they have no records
talking
they
to
can
a
release.
wall.
UFO groups
We
have
know they
assumed
didn't
the
do
object
nothing.
must be a crashed flying saucer, similar to the famed Roswell incident, and that it was retrieved under something
Yeah,
like
very,
Project
very
Moondust,
Roswell
a real
feel to it.
program from the Cold War designed to locate things that fall from the sky.
We've had things that fall down for a long, long time, and you have people who go out and pick up things that fall down. That doesn't make them extraterrestrial.
Retired intelligence Colonel John Alexander thinks it's possible that what crashed near the river was something being developed in secrecy
Dang,
by
check
our
out that
military.
beast. That thing
His
is a thing
best
of
guess,
beauty.
some
Man.
sort of UAV, a pilotless warplane, the kind said to be in development at Area 51.
Well, it's only unidentified to you. They know what it is, and there's also the possibility that range. So it's not that far from Edwards or any of the test ranges.
All right. So, this does have a very Roswell feel to it. You know, a lot of things that aren't being discussed is how close Area 51 is to Needles, like especially by flight. That's just a hop, skip, and a jump. So who knows? I mean, if we're not thinking aliens, if we want to rule that out, how about like some specialty aircraft that they were working on that ended up going down? There's a lot of different explanations we could do on it, but definitely something happened. You know, like they don't roll out that kind of force unless something happened. We're going to get into the third part right now, guys, and see what we can find. Let me, guys, blow up those comments, man. I want to know if anyone, hey, if there's any witnesses of this thing, I'd love to have you on the show next week. Anyone with any cool stories, blow them up in the comments, guys. Let us know. All right, here we go.
Lockheed Martin, for example, has conceptualized a number of super-secret, high-tech, unmanned flying machines capable of morphing into other shapes during flight. And what about military choppers? The I-Team found several stationed during the summer in
Those
Henderson,
helicopters are no
attached to a
joke,
special
man.
ops
Even to
group
get them
known
launched,
as the Night
and like,
Stalkers.
it takes a lot of orders to do so.
Was
They
houseboat
had
Bob
to have
intimidated
had
into
something
laying
going
low,
on.
as ex-cop Frank Costigan told us? When we found him a few weeks ago, the fisherman was cagey.
It's a very difficult question to answer, Mr. Knapp.
Damn, that's
especially at this time.
Privacy. You could say that. I mean,
Obscurity.
you don't want attention.
Oh, absolutely not.
But he added this intriguing postscript.
I don't believe we were meant to see this.
Houseboat Bob isn't the only person to feel intimidated.
Just
In the
think,
days
man,
after
all
that
within a few
crash,
miles
Needles
of us.
residents say they had regular encounters with government agents in dark, unmarked vehicles, sort of like Men in Black, asking tough questions. That part of the story tomorrow at 11. We'll also take a boat ride with Bob to the spot where this thing came down. And on our website right now is a GPS reading from that spot in case you want to go out on your own UFO hunt.
There are people getting up
That's
to do it right now.
Absolutely.
Houseboat Bob, where'd he go when people couldn't find him?
Well, he didn't go far. He basically turned off his cell phone and he floated around a bit. And there are all sorts of these nooks and crannies down there on the river, and he knows them like the back of his hand. He wasn't taken into custody or anything, but he won't say whether he was questioned or talked to. We're going to sort of get into that a little bit more tomorrow.
Can't wait.
Wow.
Thank you, George.
All right, thanks, George.
All right, guys. So that was the beginning. So next week we're going to do part 2 of the Needles UFO. And I'm going to go ahead, I'm going to reach out to my friend Paul, and I'm going to see if I can find anyone else who has any information. We'll throw some interviews together. We'll get a little deeper. Like I said, we're out at the location. We're going to see if there's anything left over, which I doubt, but that many years. But we're have a good time. We're going to find it out. Anyone who want to go out there with me, let me know, guys. Blow it up in the comments. We'll take a team out there. We'll do some excavating or whatever it's called. We'll have a good time, guys. All right, so that was it. We're going to be back next week on Paranormal Tuesday with the follow-up of this great story. Very, very interesting. Tomorrow on Weed Wednesday, I'm going to work out something. I'm trying to do that pineapple bong. Maybe that's what we'll finally do. I'll do the pineapple bong tomorrow, guys. So tune in for that. Appreciate everyone tuning in. Make sure you hit up thedailydank.com. Check out those wild weekly drops, guys. All the tri-state. Every deal, everything you want to know, you're going to find out in Dank Nation magazine. That's right, guys. Go to thedailydank.com, check out Wild Weekly Drops, and you're going to see the Dank Nation magazine. You're going to read articles, how to stay cool in the summer with cannabis, dessert recipes, infused dessert recipes. You got the future of cannabis in California. And then next month, guys, a couple weeks away, we're going to be dropping the new Dank Nation magazine. It's going to be all about Woodstock. The Woodstock anniversary is coming up, guys, and we're going to cover it. It's going to have a lot of cool stories, a lot of cool cannabis recipes, things to try, interactive, and of course those wild weekly drops. Get in on those, guys. And if you're using any of our deals, make sure you tell them the Daily Dank and the Dank Nation sent you, so they know where you're finding these deals at, guys. All right, appreciate everyone out there. Check out thedailydank.com. Pick yourself up a shirt, guys. Got some awesome shirts. Join the Ballers Club. We got a lot of stuff coming up, guys. And I will see you next time on It's 420 Somewhere. What?